I'd like to rescape this tank, and instead of using a backdrop, which I purchased at a pet store, I purchased another 10-gallon breeder and painted the back of the tank black. I think that will make the plants, animals, and hardscape stand out much better. While I'm rescaping the 10-gallon, my 4 white cloud mountain minnows do well in this 10-gallon with 2 Amano shrimp. This 10-gallon acts as a holding area for the plants while I'm rescaping the tank. The water Wisteria float, having no substrate. The Anubias are tied to pieces of Mopani driftwood, and the pearlweed and the hairgrass, I believe it's called, I put them in a jar with potting soil so that these rooted plants will have some sustenance while waiting for the other tank. I want to start with the Anubias. And then work around them. I made some effort to remove the diatom algae from the leaves of the Anubias with hydrogen peroxide and a toothbrush. I also dunked these Anubias and the other plants in brine solution for about 15 seconds in hopes of knocking the freshwater limpets off of them. Going through the brine and the hydrogen peroxide has left these water Wisteria looking kind of rough. Hopefully they'll recover soon. I want to add some Java moss to this setup. So I tied it to this piece of driftwood with these Anubias. Get it back in place here. Java moss grows quickly and should fill in nicely, attaching to the other piece of driftwood as well. And here in front I want to have a nice broadleaf Sagittaria. It should do well as it reaches the potting soil under this fluval stratum and fluorite black substrate. I tried to get all of the fluorite black covered with fluval stratum. I think the stratum looks nicer, and I'd like for the substrate to have a consistency about it. I have several dwarf Sagittaria to add. Let's see, maybe I can get this one in here. Here's one daughter plant. I've decided not to add the pearlweed yet because, having just put it in some potting soil 4 or 5 days ago, I don't want to move it again this quickly for fear that all that transition could cause it to expire. Here is the final product. I think the rescape of this tank came together quite well. The tank won't be ready for fish for some time, but I will make sure that the nitrates are down to 0 before I add any fish.